Yo, what is up, guys? It is Ripper, and guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. And guys, I know it's been, I think, like 2-3 weeks, but it's all good. I'm here, no worries. But today, I just want to hop straight into it. Today, guys, I'm gonna be talking about the Red Dead 2 online beta. So, if you guys don't know, the beta did come out. I had to wait till Friday, like the day it basically became a public beta. If you had the game. I had a lot of friends who basically played it earlier and all that stuff, and I got a few feedback from, I got a little bit of feedback from them and what what they think of it and like what they think could be fixed, all this stuff. So I have a little bit of an idea of what they experienced and my experienced in this video. So if you guys do enjoy, please be sure to leave a like, guys. Today I'm simply just gonna be talking about what I like, dislike, the bugs, and something that every YouTuber's been talking about, the economy in the game. It's gonna be the longest part. But I hope you guys enjoy. Let's hop straight into it. All right, guys. So let's just start off with something that everybody wants to hear about, and just kind of get my opinion on, and that's the economy of how they have the game set up. All right. So the economy of the game, the money, the missions, the gold bars. Okay. So let me just start off with saying this, and I may be part of the minority, but I don't disagree with the store prices. Okay, now let me be very clear. When I say store prices, I mean the general store, I mean the gun store, I mean the horse stable. I'm talking about that. Now, what I do disagree with is the money you make and how much you make during missions. Also, I don't exactly agree with gold bars as a way of money. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like, I don't think that we should be using gold bars as a fund system, because I know they're gonna be adding an online store. I get it. Microtransactions, everybody, really does dislike and hate. I don't like it at all. I dislike it. But I know that's going to happen. That's just how Rockstar is. That's how GTA was. They ended up adding microtransactions, and that's just kind of what we're going to have to deal with. So, for me, I've accepted the fact that we're going to be dealing with that. But, as when it comes to this economy, I mean, currently, at least, in this current state, I think that we aren't making enough money in these missions. The stranger missions are basically pointless to do. You're making like, what, $4-6? Compared to a store price of like a rifle, 400, 500, 600, a revolver, the most expensive revolver is $1,000. Okay. Now, why do I say I agree with the store prices? Because I think that how they have the store prices, it's fair, but I think their issue in this system right now is the actual money, like the pricing of money you make during missions. So like I said, stranger missions, you're making $4-6. You're making nothing. Sometimes $3. Like my friend Venom made like $3 in one mission. I made $6 out of the mission. Like, it's just, I don't know how that works. I don't know how they decide how I got more. It just doesn't make sense. Also, not to mention, when you're doing these like story missions, that's the only way you're really making money, is during the story missions. You make about, I don't know, like $400-500 if you don't spend your money at all. Once you once you finish the story missions, you make about $400-500, and at that point you can figure out if you want to buy a persistent posse, which I recommend doing if you haven't done it yet. But then you can maybe buy new gun, new outfits, but at that point you're going to be out of money. So it's kind of like one of those things, you kind of have to choose what's important to you. Like, for example, me, I bought a persistent posse. I bought a fishing rod, obviously for food. I bought a bow, which I highly recommend getting if I was you guys. And then I ended up getting a new pistol. So if I was you guys, I would definitely recommend, kind of looking at what's essential to you in your gameplay, because everyone's gameplay is different. So like with mine, I'm looking for food, I'm looking for hunting, I'm looking for, like kind of like little defense missions, or like if you're looking at a camp or you're trying to attack a camp, stuff like that. Like, that's kind of me, is my mindset when I'm playing this game. I'm not looking at attacking other players. I'm not looking at, just being a very aggressive person in this game. Like, if you ever get in a game with me, you'll see I don't ever be aggressive with anybody. I try to just keep my cool. I try to just, do me, do what I want to do, and, just kind of just enjoy the game. But with that does come and lead to a few bugs. So what's going to happen, right? And I realized this in the story too. The horses, all right, the horses in the game aren't the brightest things I've ever seen, right? And what do I mean by that? So for a few bugs here, all right, let's just start off with this. One, they run into trees almost every second. I'm not even joking. I literally one time, it's not made up, I got on my horse, ran down the hill on accident when I was trying to turn, and it ran me down the hill, right? So I fall off the horse hits a rock, surprised it didn't die. I get back on the horse, 2 seconds later, a random AI is just going through, and then my horse runs into that horse, falls off that one. We go in again, 5 seconds later, it hit a tree. Now that is 3 times in under 10 seconds I fell off my horse. Why? Because my horse likes to have a mind of its own and likes to think, oh, there's something right in front of me. If I run into it, my person on me is gonna fall. Like, it's just, they need to fix the brains of these horses if they can, or maybe program them different, or I don't know. There has to be something to do, because these horses are not the brightest things I've ever seen. Let's just say that. Also, not to mention, and I haven't really noticed it, I guess, in a bad way. It only really affects me during hunting, and that is you have to rebond with your horse every time it dies. So, say you're on your horse, you get to max bonding level 4, right? And then next thing you know, your horse gets hit by a train, which has happened to mine once already. And this is where I found out this glitch. So then you whistle, you get a new horse, and say you just go hunting, right? You're killing a deer, and next thing you know, an alligator comes up, or a red fox, or whatever. You realize your horse gets really jumpy for what your bonding level really should be, and what you'll realize is that the game is resetting your bonding level back to bonding 1. So basically, you have to rebond with your horse all over again. And yeah, it's not a big deal to most people, but for me, when I'm hunting, it's annoying because constantly your horse is, being jittery. It's being very scared constantly. And you have to calm it constantly. It's just very annoying, just unnecessary. I question why they had it like that, and I'm not sure if it's an accident or if it's on purpose, but man, I need answers on that because that is a no-go for me. Alright guys, so moving on with bugs, something I do want to talk about, and I've realized it a few times, it's not super common, but it is a little bit of a mishap sometimes, and that is lags in certain servers, right? So you would think, oh, maybe it's your internet. No, I'm talking about I can get into perfect internet servers, right? And next thing you know, I leave, go to another free roam with my friends, and then that server for some reason just starts getting really glitchy, really laggy. Some things aren't, the textures aren't loading, and I've never really realized it before until recently, and I don't know why. And I'm not sure if it's an in-game system error or if it's internet possible. I don't know, but for all I know is that my game is, the servers specifically are a little bit laggy, a little bit glitchy, and if you guys have issues like that, please let me know, because I want to know if I'm the only one that's having that issue, because it's very, very annoying. But moving on, something just very little, and that is the character customization. All right, if you haven't played the game yet, all right, I'm just gonna give you a fair warning. When you go to create your online character, no matter if you choose male or female, okay, I'm just gonna be dead up honest with you. These default heads, these default eyes, the default noses, default ears that they give you, they go really in detail, they are terrible. I'm just dead up honest. Rockstar, those are the most ugliest looking things you could have put. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what made you think that was something that is, likable in the game. I think that they should do it like GTA system. I like how they had those default heads. I'm sorry. I like how they had it on there. They made it look regular. They made it look normal. Personally, I'm just not a fan of how it looks. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but that's just personally how I see it. With GTA, you made it look perfect. Now you just downsize it. For example, droopy ears. Who wants droopy ears? I don't get that, but it's whatever. Let's move on. Now, guys, I'm going to just end this off with what do I like about the game, okay? Obviously, I've been talking all this bad stuff, but what do I like about the game? Okay, I will say this: the graphics are bomb. I love them. They look so nice, and I know it's just a beta, right? It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. I think how they set it up with the graphics are perfect. I wouldn't change it in any way possible. And shout out to Rockstar for being able to, you know, successfully do that, because if you guys don't know, they're talking about moving it to PC, and you know, it's going to be a big update, but that will be for another video, because I have a lot more Red Dead 2 videos coming along with this, so be on the lookout for those. Next thing I want to talk about, guys, and this to me is a big thing, at least, like, about why I like it, and that is how when you're in general stores, gun stores, all these things, defense stores, right, you are invincible, right? So what, you know, you're passive mode. So what they do is, say you walk into a general store, you by defaultly become passive, which means nobody in the game can shoot you, can pull a gun on you, can hurt you at all. But then what they also did is then they made it so, say your horse is outside waiting for you, your horse also is defaultly in passive mode. So they made it to where they kind of got rid of griefing, which to me is such a big thing, which I love that they did that, because I hate griefing. I hate it so much. I hate when I get into games and people constantly just keep killing and killing and killing. And it's like, you know, I try to keep my honor up in the game. Like, I've reached max honor and I'm trying to keep it at that max, or if I even drop it, it's by like that much, and you know, that's like in a mission. But I try to keep high honor, and I know people play differently. People play to keep a low honor, people play to keep a high honor. I know there's benefits to both, downsides to both, and I get it, right? And a lot of people will say, like, what's the point of having high honor? It's a beta, right? And I think for me, it's just, I try to play it as, I'm not trying to look like a bad guy in the game. I'm trying to keep it as, I'm a good guy. I'm very neutral. I'm trying to, you know, just play the game to have fun, not really ruin other people's fun, not trying to go around killing them, not trying to go around just lassoing them constantly. Like, I don't really care about that personally. Obviously everyone plays the game differently, but that's just how I see it. So maybe you guys play differently. So let me know in the comments below, guys, you know, how do you play the game? How do you like the game? What do you dislike? What do you like? You know, if you've experienced any bugs I've ever said in this video at all, if you've experienced any glitches, and please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, guys, and definitely be on the lookout for more Red Dead 2 online videos, right? Because I'm gonna be talking about a lot of future things coming up. Obviously, some big ones such as our stats gonna be reset. You know, there's a lot of controversy on that, and I'll definitely talk about that in another video. And obviously, let's just be honest, online store for microtransactions definitely has to be another video, but there's a lot more from that. So hope you guys do enjoy the rest of the day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace. That I'm at an all-time